You are on. Let's go on. Nelda. Go on, Nelda.
Yes. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce myself. My English name is Nelda, married last name Goodman, and I'm going to be once again saying the prayer and blessing for a lot of the staff, faculty, and students that didn't make it this year due to COVID or whatever it was that ended their life here in this world. I want to speak in my language, which is Menominee. I want to introduce myself in my language. Ajite kishkukwa kikikitim adonjba omatnamewa dodam owasak. And what I said is my Indian name translates to the way the clouds are moving. And where I come from is where the wild rice grows on the river. Missionaries who discovered our people thought it was grain or oats, and they named us such. And so we say, Omat Namewak, which means wild rice growing on the river. In my clan, I'm patrilineal, like on my father's side, in our tribe, the Menominee. And I want to say this small blessing here to start the evening. Aho. Kamas mahasmut mishak mama kodino. Niketa me no kikitim. Ne namia hitutin sapach ne tawia. Sapach kanapamea. Sapach ne namia. Where in it skis me nikea. Sapach bematasia. Mishik miskohen. And we say, we question what went into our ancestors, and I say, Nitan we makanak, in respect to our elders that have gone on before us. So I'm going to say about that much in my blessing, and the interpreter has it transcribed in English. And so, thank you for letting me do this blessing for the spirits that have gone into the spirit world. I'll meet you in it. I'm done.
Thank you to Elder Nelda for that gracious opening. Nelda Goodman is a member of the Menominee Nation, an elder in residence assisting with cultural guidance for current students, and an alumna from the University of Minnesota, Twin Cities. Nelda currently works with the American Indian Family Center in St. Paul, Minnesota, supporting American Indian families and communities. I'd like to now welcome everyone to the Northern Stars Student Remembrance event. My name is Laura Knudsen, Assistant Vice Provost for Student Advocacy and Support in the Office for Student Affairs, and I have the pleasure of getting us started this evening. With the Indigenous heritage of Minnesota in mind from that lovely opening, we will begin with a land acknowledgement for the land on which the university resides. The University of Minnesota Twin Cities is located on traditional, ancestral, and contemporary lands of Indigenous people. The university resides on Dakota land ceded in the treaties of 1837 and 1851. It is important to acknowledge this history as we work to educate our campus and community about the land and our relationships with it and each other. As we begin tonight, please note that this event is being live streamed and will then be available on our Northern Stars website. I especially want to thank the families that are able to join us for this very special event tonight. The students we honor here today were very important to the university community, to the students, the staff, and the faculty who knew them, but especially to their families. Thank you for being here with us, either in person or virtually. I'd also like to thank President Joan Gable, Executive Vice President and Provost Rachel Croson, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students Calvin Phillips, and Senior Associate Vice President for Student Affairs Maggie Towell for your support in making this event possible. Thank you to the many representatives from campus in attendance this evening, including collegiate deans, campus leaders, and to the faculty, staff, and students who are with us today to help us honor these students. For this special remembrance, our goal is to focus on honoring students no longer with us while also celebrating their impact on the University of Minnesota community. This event leans on campus and local traditions for the name and the program components. The name of the event, Northern Stars, comes from an important line in the university's alma mater, Hale, Minnesota, which you will hear later this evening. You will also hear a more thorough description as well. Following tonight's event, each family will receive a certificate of attendance for their student on behalf of the university and a candle holder handcrafted by a local company founded by graduates of this institution. The candle holder harnesses the light each student brings to the university and beautifully displays the light, which will last far longer than their physical presence on our campus. At this time, I'd like to invite President Joan Gable to make a few opening remarks.
Thank you, Laura, and good evening, everyone. Tonight we meet, actually for the 5th time, to remember our students, 4 graduate and professional students and 10 undergraduate students who we've tragically lost over the year, but who will forever be in our hearts and will forever carry on the Gopher spirit. To our families and all who called them friends and mentors, to the students, faculty, and staff of our university, I open my heart with you and bow my head with you today and stand with you tomorrow in the pain of this loss. There's nothing we can say here that can truly express the pain this loss creates for those who are recognizing tonight. But I do want to say that on behalf of our entire University of Minnesota family, we affirm our solemn duty and responsibility to fill that silence of those we remember with our support and our gratitude, and not just with our words, but with our actions. American author and disability advocate Helen Keller reminded us, "What we once have enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us." So in this time of grief and unity, of sadness and continuity, let the light of remembrance fill this moment and the entire University of Minnesota family with strength and great appreciation, and carry us in this important Minnesota tradition to never forget. I also want to express thanks to our student hosts and performers who are participating to acknowledge their peers. And now I would like to introduce one of these wonderful student groups, 7 Days a cappella.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
that you probably meant for us. And I tore out the fear from my bones that you probably never lost. And I saw the peaks on my own that you probably meant for us. And I tore the fear from my bones that you probably never lost. But I would fake, I would take, I would take every inch of our love. But I would fake, I would take, I would break every inch of our love. Every inch of our love. Every inch of our love.
Awesome. Thank you for that beautiful performance. My name is Jeremy Steinman. I am a student representing the graduate and professional students. At this time, we would like to honor the students, now our Northern Stars, who have left us in the past year. We will read each name and share a few thoughts about each student. We will first honor our medical students, professional students, and graduate students, then take a few moments to reflect while 7 Days a cappella returns to perform for us. We will then continue with our undergraduate students. Our first student is from the medical school. Ryan Kolakovic from the medical school. Ryan came to the university from the Mankato area, where he grew up and then graduated from Minnesota State University at Mankato in 2016 with double majors in biochemistry and biomedical sciences. Ryan started his medical education on our Duluth campus and was looking forward to graduation in May of 2021. Ryan was heading to the University of Houston in the summer to begin his residency in internal medicine. Ryan had a big heart and a warm personality, and his family was incredibly important to him. We will now honor the following professional students. First, we have Sharon Ling of the School of Public Health. Sharon graduated from the College of New Jersey in 2018 with a degree in mathematics. She came to the University of Minnesota School of Public Health later that year to pursue a PhD in biostatistics. During her time on campus, she was a research assistant focusing on graphical exploration of information and statistical model building and analyses. Additionally, she taught statistic courses at the University of St. Thomas. Her PhD advisors shared that she was an outstanding student and a wonderful person. One of her friends also noted that not only did she exemplify integrity and character, but she was also considerate, there for her friends, and had maturity and wisdom. Next, we have Abigail Anderson from the School of Nursing. Having received her nursing BSN in 2014, Abby returned to the University of Minnesota and was in her second year of training to become a certified nurse practitioner. While studying, Abby was employed at Children's Hospital and also served as a clinical instructor and teaching assistant to undergraduate students, many of whom considered her a mentor and role model. Abby was enthusiastic and energetic in everything she chose to do. She had many talents and hobbies, including running, drawing, and even playing guitar. She was deeply connected to her friends, family, boyfriend, teammates, and of course her puppy Joy. Next, we have Chiku Shu from the Carlson School of Management. Chiku had only recently come to the University of Minnesota's Carlson School of Business master's program before her passing, but even in that short time, she made a distinct impact on those who knew her. One friend shared that Chiku was the most fearless, delightful, and intelligent person I've ever met in my life. She is thoughtful and gentle to all, and I learned a lot from her academically and in life. Her boyfriend stated that she had the courage and persistence to chase her beliefs and not affected by others, while also respecting others' opinions. He also said that she had the courage to face challenges, endure them, and not let these difficulties turn into negative energy. She was also known to love yogurt cups and made wonderful chicken wings. We will now take a moment to reflect as we listen to 7 Days a cappella once more.
One, two, three.
So will you wait for me, my evergreen? I know it's just as hard in heaven. So will you wait for me, my evergreen? I know it's just as hard, my evergreen. I kissed my penny and I threw it. I prayed I'd keep my soul. Went down to the river where the water bends. The only place I know. Ooh, I can't see the forest before the trees. So will you wait for me? Will you wait for me? Will you wait for me, my evergreen? Standing at the water's edge, the Mississippi's overflowing. Hold your courage in my hand. You bring the meaning to my moments. Oh, the forest before the trees. So will you wait for me? Will you wait for me? Will you wait for me, my evergreen? No. Oh, I can't see the forest before the trees. Oh, I feel so hopeless against the street. So will you wait for me, my evergreen? I know it's just as hard in heaven. So will you wait for My name is Ruwaida Bashir.
And my name is Sydney Hansen. We are honored to present the following undergrad students.
Latifat Ajidegba, College of Liberal Arts. Born in Nigeria, Latifat migrated to the U.S. in 2015 with her mother. Transferring to the University of Minnesota from St. Thomas, Latifat knew she wanted to be a doctor from the age of 5. She was brilliant, ambitious, and wise, frequently being referred to as a go-getter. Latifat was a digital artist, loved reading, and spoke Yoruba fluently. Kyle Benedicto, College of Liberal Arts. At the age of 13, Kyle moved to Rosemount, Minnesota from the Philippines. Kyle began studies at the University of Minnesota in fall 2020 with an interest in studying biochemistry. Kyle was involved in President's Emerging Scholars and enjoyed reading in his spare time. He was described as a person whose kindness improves the lives of people around him. Felicia Faust, College of Education and Human Development. Felicia came to the university in the fall of 2017 and jumped right into the community to help drive change. That first fall, she was a student in the Social Justice Action Living Learning community. During her time on campus, she became known by others as a fierce protector of those who were excluded and harmed by systemic issues such as racism, sexism, and ableism. Her family also remembers her for her fierce spirit, her love of animals, her artistic ability, and her passion to see justice in our world. Neela Hash, School of Nursing. Neela came to the University of Minnesota in fall 2021 to complete her nursing degree. She dreamed of becoming a nurse practitioner as she felt a deep connection to the support and care they provide patients and families. Neela was caring, funny, and intelligent, and loved her family and friends with her whole heart. She had a wide array of hobbies and interests, including all things Harry Potter, watching football, music, golf, and animals. Carson Jansen, College of Food, Agricultural, and Natural Resource Studies. Carson was a sophomore studying agricultural communication and marketing with a sports management minor. His family indicated that he wanted to be a golden golfer since he was 5 years old. He was involved in President's Emerging Scholars, Land Grant Legacy Scholars, Gopher Dairy Club, and Alpha Gamma Rho fraternity. He worked at the Meat Lab on the St. Paul campus and loved being a part of Alpha Gamma Rho fraternity. When he wasn't at school, he loved playing games and watching movies with his family, hanging out with friends, and being on the boat with his siblings listening to country music.
San San Kong, College of Education and Human Development. Studying family social science, San San was in her sophomore year and was also involved in President's Emerging Scholars, TRIO, Black Motivated Women, Black Campus Ministries, Sudanese Student Union, and the Multicultural Center for Academic Excellence on campus. Sansan was born in Uganda, grew up in Maine, and moved to Minnesota about 6 years ago. She knew her mission in life, loved making others laugh, and had a very kind heart. Sansan hoped to open a mental health clinic someday. Tristan Kotlicki, College of Science and Engineering. Tristan was a junior in the College of Science and Engineering, pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering. He was a member of Theta Tau, an engineering fraternity, and was involved in the Gopher Motorsports Club, chess club, and other student groups. Tristan was passionate about his studies, extremely resilient, and had an exceptional ability to overcome obstacles. Kyle Menard, College of Liberal Arts. Although Kyle was a student in the College of Liberal Arts, he was looking to pursue a degree with medical laboratory sciences in the Center for Allied Health, given his experiences in history. It was noted that Kyle wanted to work in research and development on drugs to improve mental health. He was a United States military veteran and had obtained his emergency medical technician certification. Tobiloba Taiwu, College of Biological Sciences. Known by his friends and family as Toby, he was a first-year student in the College of Biological Sciences with a goal of studying to be a pharmacist and travel on a mission someday. Toby quickly became very engaged on campus through the Multicultural Center for Academic Excellence kickoff, savvy use of the Smart Learning Commons, and enjoying sports. Toby's family shared that he was a lover of Christ, an outstanding son, easily made friends, and loved connecting people together. One of his friends here on campus said, "Toby was the most caring and thoughtful individual I met during our first couple semesters on campus. Always knew how to brighten a room and make everyone laugh." CEO Ron Wei, College of Liberal Arts. CEO Ron, also known as Joe, was an international student that was beginning his career at the University of Minnesota by taking courses online from his home country of China at the time of his passing. He was interested in the medical field and becoming a psychologist or a psychiatrist someday. Our Northern Stars will always be a part of our maroon and gold community. Thank you.
The University of Minnesota, alma mater, Hale, Minnesota, was written in 1904 and was performed for the first time that spring to honor the graduates of the class of 1904. The lyrics reference the impact the university has had on students and the expectation that the education and experiences students have guide student development and growth. The song highlights the mutual relationship between the institution and students, that each shall make the other stronger and greater. The university serves as a Northern Star to its students, and students, those with us today and those who cannot be, are a Northern Star to the University of Minnesota. Hail, Minnesota is performed today by Carolyn McLaughlin, a student from 7 Days a cappella.
Minnesota, hail to thee, our college dear. Thy light shall ever be a beacon bright and clear. Thy sun
They will guard thy fame and adore thy name. Thou shalt be their northern star.
Thank you for joining us today for this important tribute to our wonderful students. We remember today especially how truly lucky we are to have known and shared a community with each of the students that was honored this evening. The individuals sharing in this event today are just a small number of those who were positively impacted by the lives and gifts of each of our Northern Stars. As our evening comes to a close, please know we hold each of you and your families in our hearts. For the families here in person, we will have materials in the lobby for you to take with you when you leave this evening. For the families not in person today, we will mail you those materials. And for all of our guests here in person tonight, we will have space for conversation and light refreshments out in the lobby. With thanks and gratitude, we wish you a good night.